In this video, we're going to learn how to multiply and divide functions, two powerful operations that lets you create an entirely new behavior from a familiar function. Whether you're in pre-calculus, college algebra, or just brushing up, understanding how these work will help you with everything from graphing to calculus. So let's break it down. Let's start by covering the definitions. When combining functions by multiplication or division, we use the same idea as before, apply both functions to the same input, and then multiply or divide the results. So let f of x and g of x be functions. Then to multiply, f times g of x equals f of x times g of x. Now for division, f divided by g of x equals f of x divided by g of x if g of x does not equal 0, because we can never divide by 0. Just like addition and subtraction, we plug in the same x values, but now we're multiplying or dividing the outputs. The trick is to be careful with domains and simplification. Let's do some examples. So let's start with multiplying functions. Let's say we're given the function f of x equals x plus 2 and g of x, which equals x minus 3. And we want to find f times g of x, which equals f of x times g of x. So we're going to start by plugging in our functions. So we're going to get f of x, which is x plus 2, times g of x, which is x minus 3. So now we can multiply. So we're going to get x times x, which is x squared, then x times negative 3, which will be negative 3x, then 2 times x, which will be positive 2x, then 2 times negative 3, which will be negative 6. Now we can simplify, and this will become x squared minus x minus 6. And so we can now evaluate it to check our answer. So let's choose x equals 4. So f times g of 4 equals 4 squared minus 4 minus 6. This equals 6. We can check our answer by plugging 4 into f of x and g of x and then multiplying. So f of 4 equals 4 plus 2, which this equals 6. Then plugging in 4 into g of x, we're going to get g of 4 equals 4 minus 3, which equals 1. And 6 times 1 is 6. So we know we are correct. For our second example with multiplying functions, let's multiply a rational and a radical function. So let's say we are given f of x equals the square root of x and g of x equals 1 over x. And we want to find f times g of x, which equals f of x times g of x. So we'll start by plugging in our functions. So f of x is the square root of x, and g of x is 1 over x. Now simplifying this, we're going to get 1 over the square root of x. And so now let's evaluate it. So let's choose x equals 4. So f times g of 4 equals 1 over the square root of 4. This simplifies to 1/2. Now we can check our answer by plugging in 4 into f of x and then g of x and then multiplying. So f of 4 equals the square root of 4, and this simplifies down to 2. And then g of 4 equals 1 over 4, and 2 times 1 over 4 is 1/2. So we know we are correct. So now let's get into dividing functions. Let's say we are given f of x equals x squared minus 1, and g of x equals x minus 1. And we want to find f divided by g of x, which equals f of x divided by g of x. So we'll start by plugging in our functions. So we're going to get x squared minus 1 f of x divided by g of x, which is x minus 1. We'll start by expanding the numerator. So this will become x minus 1 times x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. This simplifies to x plus 1 if x does not equal 1. So now we can test and evaluate it at a specific value. So we'll choose 2. So f divided by g of 2 equals 2 plus 1. This simplifies to 3. And now we can test by plugging in 2 to f of x and g of x and then dividing. So f of 2 equals 2 squared minus 1. This simplifies to 3. Now g of 2 equals 2 minus 1, which equals 1. And 3 divided by 1 is 3, so we know we are correct. Now when simplifying, always note the restricted values. Even if terms cancel, the function may have a hole. And in this case, the hole would be at x equals 1, as x cannot equal 1. So now let's do an example where we divide a linear function by an absolute value function. So let's say we are given f of x, which equals 2x plus 4, and g of x, which equals the absolute value of x minus 1. And we want to find f divided by g of x, which equals f of x divided by g of x. So our first step is we're going to plug in our functions. So this will equal f of x, which is 2x plus 4, divided by g of x, which is the absolute value of x minus 1. Now there's no simplifying we can do, so our function will be 2x plus 4 divided by the absolute value of x minus 1. And we can evaluate it now. So let's evaluate it at x equals 3. So f divided by g of 3 equals 2 times 3 plus 4 divided by the absolute value of 3 minus 1. This simplifies to 10 over 2 or 5. And we can check our answer by plugging in 3 into f of x and g of x. So f of 3 equals 2 times 3 plus 4. This equals 10. And g of 3 equals the absolute value of 3 minus 1, which equals 2. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we know we are correct. That was a quick video on building new functions through multiplication and division. Thank you for watching. If this helped, check out the other videos in the Precalculus playlist, and don't forget to like and subscribe.